This is the setup phase, so if you'd like to skip to the building, there will be chapter tags in the description. This is the setup phase. There will be chapter tags in the description for the building. All right, looks like we're good and set up. Hey Tango, what's up? How you doing today? Doing great. How you feeling? Like crap? Has it gotten any better, or we still pretty bad? No improvement, getting worse. Do you have fever? Do you have a... So what happens with me a lot is I'll get a virus, and then that will evolve into a bacterial infection, which is a completely different thing, right? Because you can't use antibiotics on a virus that doesn't do anything at all. But then the virus causes a lung infection or a sinus infection, and then you're on the antibiotics. And I've taken too many antibiotics in my life, so I try at all costs to avoid taking any more. Coughing, yeah, the coughing is the part that really will do the damage, because that's what causes infections. It causes like literally, like open wounds. Yeah, I bet. The soreness, it's just the worst. You know what? Yeah, doctor appointments are like that here too. The only option that we have here besides going to an emergency room is going to some place called urgent care. Hey Noodle, what's up? But the thing is, Tangos, you still might want to do it, because I hate to alarm you, but you might still have it in 2 or 3 weeks. I did. Mine lasted a whole month. Oh, hey, Emma. Well, I'm glad you're all watching. Welcome to the chat. That's very cool. I want to say, while I'm thinking of it, if you like the video, you can like the video. And if you want to get notifications for future streams, you can subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. And then that makes things a little bit easier on people. But thanks for coming to the stream. We're working on Jamaica Plain here. And our grudging guard post. Yeah, it's awesome. I love it when new people join the chat. It's a lot of fun. We're trying to work on this guard post, which just is been kicking our butts. This desk, for some reason, is about to go bye-bye. That desk snaps. Well, you are right. You are right about that. Let's get a different one. That desk is too big though. Maybe we'll just use a table, because I'm going to try to do something with that chair anyway. Oh, am I a little bit low? Hold on. Oh, no, you're talking to Tank. Remember, I'm a little bit behind you, or a little bit ahead of you guys, so. So you say something and I've already, like, you're watching me try it again after you say it, but I haven't seen your message yet. Let's try small rugs. Yeah, we'll try it. I want to try this first. So, Emma and Four, have you guys seen the build yet? Because I can show it to you. Hey, Cap, what's up? Hey, awesome. Okay, Emma, gotcha. Should I call you Emma? Is that enough for both of you? Oh, man. Let's think about that. All right. So let's do a little bit of finagling. Oh no, I have the pillar. I'll have to get the pillar for that. Okay, we'll do them one at a time. Well, I don't want to glitch it, but it hasn't been Sure, Noodle. Let me try something here real quick. Nah, it's a little bit too high. I was trying to see if I could save that, but let's try it with the small one. Yeah, it's going to make me use 2 of them. Where are my pillars? My big pillar. Let's just do that. Wow, you saw Motorhead twice, Noodle? Huh. That's some pretty strong street cred. Pretty strong street cred indeed. All right, so the pillar's not going to work. We'll go back to the rug, and I may just have to accept some ugliness. That is just the way of it sometimes. And I'm going to have to get the pillar to get that out of there. Sometimes it just sticks to that rug there. And we don't want to delete it yet. We might want it. I have not seen Motorhead. I think I haven't. I've seen a lot, and I tend to forget who. I did go to Ozfest in '98. There's a lot of pretty big bands there. Hey, Snickers, what's up? Hey, we got to show Snickers the entrance. All right, let me see if I can get this in here. If not, I'll just go back to what I had and just live with it. It doesn't want to, I mean, at least the rubber mats look better than... I could also just put I could have put another set of rubber mats, but all right. So what I wanted to do with that is I want to put this in here, see if I can get a guard or something assigned to that table. Without it hopping up. And then we'll take a quick tour around the facility. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a chore. It's a tight fit. Which side of this they stand on? The NPC stands to the left of that chair. So I think we can live with that. Actually, I like that even better. I'm hesitant, so we'll assign a guard to that, and then it'll stand there with the clipboard, and it'll look very cool. Oh, right, yeah. I figured it was because of the volume. Noodle. Okay, so here's the first part we did. This little guard shack. We used the bunker doors. And, we'll assign a guard to this chair so they'll stand there at the clipboard. It'll be a tight fit through there, but it'll look cool. So we had to use a rubber mat for the roof. Nothing else would go up there. But it turned out all right. Then we used the pole. So these are going to be where guards stand with guns to watch the courtyard. We did this whole wall with the barbed wire. I can't remember when you left, Noodle, but we'll just go over the whole thing. And then we did all the lighting, some railings. We got all the cameras. It'll look better at night. We'll look at it at night too, but because we got the logic gate circuit set up, so the lights turn red when the doors are closed, and we get a different set of searchlights. We'll look at it at night. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got all this. We're gonna make this other guard post here, and we're gonna make these accessible for guards, which I haven't really decided how. And then what can we do? We can put in a gate here with the sorters. That would be interesting. I gotta remove those when we're not on stream because those will probably wire glitch and crash us to desktop. Thanks, Noodle. So yeah, we've got this guard post to build. Oh, I never put the turrets back up on this roof. Let's see if we can get them up there. So yeah, we need the guard station, and we need the guards up top. Awesome, 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 awesome. That looks really good, actually. Let's put the other one up. Teacher's pet. It's quite a list. Yeah, we do need to. We might want to get the police protectrons tonight. I don't have any power armor here. Electric chair, that's interesting. Solitary confinement is awesome too. Well, I do. Since you've done so much, Ozum, I do need another mod probably that's in North America. If you'd like a band spanner, that way, if we tire our Brits out too much, we have someone that's a little earlier. All right. Okay. All right. There we go. Since you've been doing so much extra duty, why not um, go ahead and extend the. I don't think you can ban Tango. I don't think you can. I'm not sure if you can ban another mod. We can just make everybody a mod and just have more mods than viewers. Okay, so we have that guard station set up. I'd like to do something with these. Yeah, I didn't think you could ban another mod. With great power. Yeah, I didn't think that that was gonna click for us. It's gonna be fussy. Now I gotta think about how I want them to access those guard stations, and I think maybe from the other side would be best. Let us check it out. Yeah, this will be cool, I think. Oh, come on. Oh, that's really good too, Snickers. Yeah. Oh, oh yeah, I wanted to mention, did you see Snickers the gate? We got the gate in. Yeah, I agree. I'll go ahead and do that off screen. I tried to I've started doing less of the ghost wire glitch because it can crash. Yeah, isn't it awesome? We should name it the Snickerdoodles Memorial Wall. I might actually do that. Let's see if the letters will go on it. It was a pain in the butt and well worth it, I'm going to say. It's great. I hope these don't. Are these going to float? Well worth it, though. People will not know what this means. The PITP Memorial Wall. Yeah. I think they're floating off the front, though. Oh, well. I could put it over here. Okay. I can't tell if those are floating. I don't think so. Geez, I should have just left it alone, huh? Nope. That is not the way. Oh, yeah, score. I was hoping I'd get lucky again. Those aren't floating, are they? It's just an optical illusion. Well, technically the whole game is an optical illusion. Yeah, you got to do that. So, I wanted to get the I was actually going to buy the Creation Club Gunners paint scheme so I can make the armor, but I couldn't access the Bethesda store today. It kept saying can't access the Bethesda servers. We broke your game so that we could, offer this content, but you can't access the content, so joke's on you. They don't want my money. No, I want to get I'll get the Gunners one. I'm independently wealthy. Just kidding. I am not. I've never known that lifestyle. Oh, time to do some guns. All right. They don't want my money. They've already got enough of it. We bought Fallout for 3 machines now. And Skyrim, by the way. Skyrim more. And Fallout 2. So Xbox One, Xbox X, PS5, and PC. We've bought 4 copies of Fallout. And more than that for Skyrim. And don't even mention, like, Elder Scrolls. Oblivion, rather. Okay. All right, we've got the wall named. Oh, well, I need to type wall. All right. Let's see here. Hey, Detour, what's up? There we go. The memorial wall in your honor. Now let's see about. Oh, you know it would be cool? There to there. Cap, that really depends on the settlement. Jamaica has a small build limit. And but the thing is I find this to be a crashy settlement. Um most of the build is going to be the salvage yard out here, so we won't have to build a lot for that. But we still also have to do something with this building, which I have some ideas. Oh, you're not the only one. We had someone up above the Emma, and the four. They were watching us on the TV too. I think they said. Am I right? Am I right? All right. I just take a second. Everybody watching out there, feel free to stop by in the chat and say, "Hey, we like that." And if you want to see more of the stream in the future, you can subscribe the channel and hit the notification button. I want to try to match this up. I would like to get on top of that. Interesting there. Let's see what it looks like up there and then take it, see what happens. We got super extended campfire. All right, let's get up there. We can try to get that a little higher or something. I don't know, Detour. I don't know if it counts on two. That's a good strategy. A lot of people do the play and watch strategy. I do the same when I'm watching streams, actually. Okay, we do need, that's nothing seems like it wants to snap there, so we're gonna have to do it manually. All right. Let's make it daytime. Oh, well, let's look at the lights while we have a little bit of dark. We can look at the lights again. So here we go. Got our light set up. And I wanted the wires everywhere. I really wanted kind of a messy kind of a look for this build. And then it's green. The light is green. The trap is clean. Ghosts are incarcerated in our custom-made storage facility. All right, let's play around with this a little more. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, like I said, I like to build and watch streams too. There's a couple that I tune into. I don't consider that a negative at all. I mean, you can even like try some of the stuff. All right. So while you're building, if you want us to try something, we can do that too. But let's go ahead and make it daylight. Thanks, Snicker. Thanks, Awesome. Looks. Thanks, Noodle. Yeah. So if anybody out there has any questions about like, different techniques, I'm glad to work through them. Also, people in the chat will know the answers to just about anything. So if I don't see it, they will see it. Lot of accumulated knowledge in the chat. That's weird, isn't it? Now let's get up there and take a look at it. Actually, I would like that to be this way, and then we can do the wooden stairs or something. All right. Let's see if we can get this to the left or out a little bit. It's getting crowded. Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can match that up a little bit better. I can always bring those out. And whoa, way too far. All right. I think, we can just glitch some steps in. We don't care, do we? So those should match up. If I can get... We can also... Let me try something. I want to put another floor piece right there. Hey, Duchess, what's up? Oh, one of them is getting in the way, but I'm just going to glitch it in. All right. All right. So all right. Whoa. How many times do I jump off of stuff? It's a lot. It's a lot of times, in case you were wondering. So many times. Well, I think we lost our rug. We also seem to be having some debris, some ghost debris. Hangman's is tough, but I love Hangman's. All right. Hangman's Alley is still one of my favorite settlements. Oh, I should have left that fire up there that I've done, and it was one of my first ones. I love that. I love that one. You have to use the ball track supports. Make sure you use the ball track support for Hangman. Um, Another thing that'll sync, though it's a lot more awkward, are the these. These will actually sync. So yeah, definitely the ball track supports are your best friend out there in Hangman's. Ah. Go to your home. Anybody ever watch Billy Madison, the old Adam Sandler movie? Or is it Happy Gilmore? I think it's Happy Gilmore. Go to your home. All right, we got that. Red Rocket Nuka World. I'm saving that one after we do Vault 88. After we finish that one up, for the Friday and Sunday feeds, we're gonna go to the Nuka Red Rocket and make that the next big build. I need some supports, but that actually I quite like this. I'll put some stands out there so they can snipe. Snickerdoodles is the vault door expert we got on hand. All right, let's make these look realistically. Realistic is not the word, right? Okay, first let's save. We can get a hard save. Hey, everybody out there, don't forget you can stop in and say hi in the chat. We love that. It's already been determined that there are bona fide rock stars in the chat. I got to get rid of some of these saves. Jeez. Way too many. Okay. That'd be an interesting take on Hangman's to turn it into a vault, especially if you could fill up all the space and make it look smooth from the top. That would be very cool. Well, Duchess, we didn't make Vault 88 into a vault. I like the gaps. It gives it character. Let's do the wooden floors then, because I am amenable to that suggestion. I usually do that, but man, I get a little bit scatterbrained in the feed here. Probably in real life too. Yeah, Tango, there you go. Much better, huh? All right. You're very kind to say so, Duchess. That's the technical term. When you got a big audience, sometimes your brain just takes a vacation. I will say that. Let's do some different stairs. Sometimes you get the spinning circle, you know what I mean? I don't know if I like that, but let's see. America is very angry. But we can leave that behind tonight. At least for one night, huh? All right, so I think we'll just do small stairs. I still, let's see. Let me think. Come on. You know, maybe there. Um, no, not exactly what I wanted. I wish there were a smaller set of stairs. Sometimes you really just got to play with the scaffolding. I did want the switchback. That is what I wanted. Three little pigs. That's great. What are you going to do with it? So you have to have a straw house. Are you going to use the hay bales? Now I have to go back and re-snap them. Thanks, Duchess. Oh, awesome. I love that build, the squatter house. That's a good one. Epic. I was just talking to him today. He has just been busy in his real life, but he will be back. Hay bales and raider tents. That'll do the trick. Oh, I don't want that there. Hey, Dave, what's up? Yeah, the brick walls. That's awesome. Those kinds of themed builds are really cool. I love it. Very creative. All right, we're gonna have to jump these fences up. Probably should. Hangman hates vault pieces. What are you gonna do? All right. Well, the vault pieces are really cool. Maybe you can, yeah, test results. Maybe you can pillar glitch them in with the ball track supports. Yeah, you can't get rid of the shack. That was really the biggest weak spot of my Hangman's build. I didn't really do anything all that cool with it. All right, that didn't work. I need the short one. All right, probably need to raise that up. Hey, Samantha, what's up? So still need that to be higher. Hey, Cap. Take it easy, Cap. I'll see about. I was talking to Wasteland Panda, and he had some ideas about how to post some of the songs. So I may be able to get that done, actually. At least a couple of them. I'll look into it, but thank you. All right. Yeah, trying to make these fences look a little bit cooler. Lindsay and I watched it. Yes, we just watched it tonight. Some nice New Vegas tie-ins. Buff out Mulder. That looked funny together, but yeah, the buff out. All right. Trying to make these fences have a little bit of character here. Kitty, stop it. Um, yeah, we have cats around here. And that is the cat that existed before the marriage and before everything. That cat is 19 years old. I've had that cat for a long, long time. She's a distinguished feline indeed. She's 23. Wow. Yeah, this one might. She's still pretty healthy. She's just a tabby cat. She's looks blue. You know, she must have a Russian blue in her past. Uh, and all of my other her siblings are all gone. She's the last one. Yeah, Snicker. Oh, sorry about that, Duchess. Yeah, we just lost a cat a few days ago as well. She was 12. She was a piebald. And they actually don't do that well with longevity. Yeah, I like the blue cat. She's got that blue tint. She's tiny, um, which is why I called her Little Cat, which is not very imaginative, but she was the smallest cat, so that's what she got called. And Lindsay renamed her Miss Quackers because she sounds like a duck, so that's what she's called now. But cats usually have multiple names. Yeah, the cat that passed was Daisy. She was, yeah, those pedigree cats, any animals. I had a full bred boxer that didn't only live 4 years, so I don't like to buy them. Buy them, you know what I mean? Get them. They're pounds. They're. I got our current dog Samus, which is named after the Metroid character from back in the day, but she my boxer was Leela, and she only lived 4 years. She was a full bred. Siamese mix. Fat cat. A duck. She won't do it on command. She's kind of a fastidious character these days. You might hear her in the background. Sometimes she just gets fussy. Hey, AMB 82,000. Group selecting with the Schiller. Have you used the Schiller before? If you haven't, it is a very important tool. We put a shelf, literally just clamp a shelf to a pillar of your choice, and then you can group select these together. And then you can move it over to objects, and you can group select it again, and you can move them all around, and you can also sink them into the ground. See, we can sink them into the ground, or we can merge them with other objects. They don't have collision. When you group select them with the Schiller. So it's a very, very important tool in our arsenal to make these like custom set pieces, you know? I'm just working on our fence up here right now. Got a couple more sections. I'll have to custom put a couple of single pieces. But what other signs can we? Let's use some signs. Yeah, the Schiller's awesome. So A and B, did that make sense? We can do it again here. So we can put some signs on the wall. Let's just choose any old. I want a smaller one. Since we're talking about cats, let's do that. And we're going to merge this with a couple other things. So let's get a scaffolding. Hey, Tech Savvy. It seems like most people on the... And then we see we hold it down and group select it, and we can move it over to this painting and merge it. And then we can group select it again and move it wherever we want. But I'm going to add a couple more pieces to that. Tech Savvy, it seems like a lot of people who are having the problem are on PS4. I'm having trouble with the main menu myself. I hit we get to the point where it says hit any button, it'll just sit there forever. It scares me, honestly, quite a bit. I do not like that at all. Let's get a different sign. We can even put this guy here. Group select it, hold down A, move it over here. Merge it with your piece. And then we can put one more thing here. Let's try maybe another piece of picket fence. So we take the schiller, group select it, move it over, hit A again where you want it. Now let's move this whole contraption. Group select it. Actually, I want it to be a little higher. Group select it, and then we can take it and we can put it wherever we want. We could make it part of the wall, make a mural, which is a cool idea. But right now I'm using it to make fences. A little bit more. Yeah, see? And now what we have here are just some really weird and interesting overlapping textures. So we have some rails that are a little bit more interesting. Awesome, A and B. I'm glad that it made sense. The schiller is just what we call a two pieces. So let's make one. So everybody has a favorite one, but I like to use this one from the warehouse menu. And then we go over to shelves. And some people use the metal ones. I use the wooden one. And we clamp it, just click it right onto the pole. And then you can just select it. You don't even have to group select it until you're ready to choose your object. So we can just go over here and then group select this, move it wherever we want it. Best thing ever. And then we have other things we can do with it, like the schiller drop, which Noodle herself has perfected for us and made a tutorial. So that's how we make the schiller. Yes, he does a lot of things with it. And then you can schiller drop a campfire onto a shelf and then, you know, make a mechanism for lowering things, you know, into other things. Wherever you can clamp this, you can use the schiller, even if it's way up on a wall, and you can sink things into there for hard to reach places. So there's a lot of things that you can do. What's that, awesome? All right, let's make the next section of our fence. I think we need a couple of single pieces right there, and right there, 4 of them. All right, let's make a thing. Let's make fireworks first to clear this fog. Yeah, it was. Noodle's video is awesome. That's why I try to pimp it every chance I get. Let's see. Is this the width of a single barricade? I don't know. I think so. No problem, A and B. Oh yeah, Noodle, you changed the game for us. You definitely need to have all the accolades. Because without the, and of course we have to say kudos to Joe MCD um, for creating the shiller for us, so that Noodle could make the shiller drop, or the rug drop, shiller rug drop, and then we were able to perfect the shuck shelf off of that. So we had a whole long process there of cool stuff that kind of you know, fed off of each other. Really awesome sequence. Who's going to discover the next step? That's a good question. Whatever it is, it's going to be exciting. I know Maybe does a lot of things. I've invited them to the chat to share their ideas. I hope they do come sometime. That would be really cool. Duchess, my hypothesis is that Bethesda tacked on settlement building as an afterthought and didn't expect this at all. I don't think. Where is my small pillar? And that's why it is really kind of a half finished thing. It doesn't feel finished. That's why we have to glitch our way into everything that we want to do, exploit every single thing in the game. That's what I think. I think it was an afterthought. I think it was added on at the end as a kind of a, oh, hey, this would be a cool part of the story. And that's why building with mods feels like Fallout 5, like with place everywhere. Noodle, I do. I think figuring out the stuff is like so much of the fun. It's like, on some of these things we've done in this very build with the front door and this over here, this guard station, figuring it out was a lot of the fun. And man, you just don't want to be defeated, do you? I don't. The jank adds flavor. I so agree. I wonder if they'll let me glitch that into the fence. Let's try it. Well, it isn't the same. You're right. That is not to say it isn't fun. It just makes it different. It's just a different experience. I do enjoy my modded builds, which we'll have one coming out pretty soon, Lindsay and I. We got a little sidetracked because we had the pet fatality. But Lindsay's just got to do our narration and we'll have our modded build. The ghost glitch, yeah, it only works if you have a settlement with multiple cells. I actually quite like the look of that with the plywood. Definitely going to use that again. Like that. That's neat. Let's do it again with a different one. Yeah, painting versus sculpting. They are both awesome methods. And both fun. Yeah, the modded builds, they'll be different though. I mean, they definitely will be different. You will see that. I don't often know that, Duchess. I don't often know what I want to do. Sometimes, oftentimes though, I don't. Yeah, I I really don't use too much. Well, I will say I don't use as much snapping as I used to. I like to try to keep it non-Cartesian. I tried Minecraft and I just didn't feel like I was doing anything that good. So all right, now's a good time for my PSA. Anybody out there watching and you want to stop in and say hey to the chat? We definitely like that. Hey Sam, what's up? Two Sams, Sam X927, they of the giant mech, which was just absolutely, I have to stop for a second and just say how absolutely amazingly stunning that build was. If you guys haven't seen it, check out on my page. I shared his giant mech build. Or his or her, I'm actually not sure. Their giant mech build, and it is just epic. Just epic. You gotta go watch it. Yes, gotta go watch it. On my community feed. I'm telling you, you will not You will not regret it. It is just stunning. So that was my video share of the week. I know that I know, right, Duchess? I know that there are a lot of amazing builds out. I watch them every day. But that's the one that I am stuck on at the moment. Just completely awesome. Yeah, I always like to say, you know, if we're going to use mods, we want to try to do something, you know, on a little bit higher level, you know. Or else, you know, why use them really? Try to do something a little bit more intricate or more grand. With our modded builds, we went for a little bit more intricate, but oh yeah, I was talking to the audience. So yeah, and anybody's out there, you want to come in the chat and say, hey, we love that. Also, if you like the video, you can give it a like, or the stream, sorry. And if you want to see more of them, you can subscribe to the channel and get notifications. And we're here all the time. I'm gonna do these over. Actually, I don't really have to. Yeah, and then you can be part of our streaming group. And it is an amazing group of people. There's a lot of expertise in the chat. Lots to learn. You can also give some comments if you want to chime in on the build. Maybe you think I'm missing something, which I frequently do. Then you can chime in and say, hey, what about this? And we see if we can make it work. We can also, if there's any techniques maybe that you'd like to see or ask about, we can do that too. So poor Tango Noodles indeed. They're amazing though. We got to give them that. Not only are they extremely supportive, they are also amazing builders. So definitely check out their stuff. You will get immersed and go down a rabbit hole. All right, we need I'm not sure if Tango sleeps. I think he mentioned once that he slept for an hour. So it does happen. Okay, we got just about all of these. Now I need to do this and this. And I'd really love to ghost wire some stuff, but I don't know if I'm that adventurous today. I'll probably ghost wire them out. I'll ghost wire something here too. I mean, we could try it. Maybe at the end we'll ghost wire the some lines here to here, here to here, and then here to here. We'll do it at the end, so if it crashes, then no big deal. I know, but sometimes it crashes the game. Thanks, Noodle. We'll do Ghostwire at the end. I know, right? Once you get started with the layering. Yeah, we'll do Wire a little bit later. Before we, maybe at the end, before we do junk collecting, we'll do some ghost wiring. I was impressed with Noodle's Christmas tree, but honestly, I thought she could have made it a little bit bigger. I'm just kidding, of course. Those things are so finicky. I can't believe that it exists. That whole build is epic. So if you guys haven't seen Noodle's Christmas build, uh, you won't regret that time spent. The horror cave, yeah, her Halloween build. Noodle's Halloween build is elite. That is a stunning set. All right. And Tango himself, now that we were talking about our resident British people, has probably about 7,000 videos. So where would we start? Well, his Jamaica Plain build, speaking of Jamaica Plain, is where I'd start. That's a pretty epic build. It has a perfect feel, has all the right pieces. And why not make a Jamaica Plain poster in our Jamaica Plain build? Oh, of course. Yeah, that's great too. Just as a starting point, and then you can do the deep dive. What do I want here? I think these might be too wide. Oh yeah, Tango and Noodle are in England, and that's why they have they're hardy souls, right? Because it's 5 hours. It's like 3 a.m. over there right now. I had a friend I've known for a very long time. Actually, is my brother's ex-wife, and she lived in England when she was younger, and she loved it. She thought it was great. English people always seem to be. It's this thing that they have where they can make fun of England and be dour about England, but you can't do it, right? And I suppose that's for any country. You can't make fun of my country. Only I can make fun of my country. Oh yeah, Samantha, where were you? When you attach a rug to a shiller, there's two ways to do it. Now, Noodle goes to more in depth in her video, which you should watch. But if you have the Creation Club rugs, they'll just hop right on up if you get close enough to the ground. And then that's it. That's how you do it with the Creation Club rug. The other ones involve an extra step. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been to London and Paris. Myself, yeah. Now we need a little tiny piece over here. And honestly, this is a bit boring. Let's add something to that. Did I add that big orange? I haven't been to Scotland. I've been to England, Northern Ireland, and Ireland proper. Ireland, the country Ireland. Oh, we can just do this. Okay, we need a shelf that's not so wide. A and B. You got it's worth the sacrifice. I hope you figure them out, but let me know if you need any more demonstrations or if you have any questions. We'll work them out again on screen if anybody needs that. I think this is the one that I want. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a little lag in this settlement, which is scaring me a little bit. I don't know how far we can even push the build limit here. But Tango, you said that you pushed it pretty far, right? You said that you went above and beyond, didn't you? All right, I like that. We will ghost glitch this stuff at the end. We will get some oh, there's another place right here. I want to do that. I put the wrong steps here and now they won't snap back in. I tried it. Let's. I want to put a couple posts there. Okay, gotcha. We thought we lost you. But that's okay if you gotta sleep. I mean, nobody would begrudge you that. I mean, we haven't even done the junk yet, you know? I think we should, oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how far we can push the build. We may get to a point with this where we just have to say, well, that's the build. That's what happened with Grey Garden with me. That's why even Tango, I think you mentioned, like, yeah, your Grey Garden isn't as, your robot part isn't as cluttery as the rest or as usual. And I was like, well, I was starting to get some lag. I had to stop the build and just go with what I had. Where is my small pillar? Oh, A and B, you have plenty of time to catch up. You'll be a pro at it in no time. And if anybody, you know, is doing their own builds and they want to post it and let us know, we're glad to take a look at it. So, especially if you're a new builder and you're like, I just did my first build and I posted it, let us know and we will head over. Oh no, that's terrible, Duchess. I'm glad that my wife builds. She's on Fallout. Well, she's gone through New Vegas right now. So she's either playing that or making settlements on Fallout 4. And I'll just pimp her channel real quick because I can. Lou Rose 8058. That's my wife's page. She makes really awesome settlements. My favorite one is the cinema. That thing blows me away. So check that one out. You won't regret it. Thanks, Duchess. She would love to hear that. She's at work though. She works nights at the Home Depot. I will definitely. I'll tell her, Duchess. I'll let her know. She's a little bit, can be a little bit on the shy side, but okay. Where was I? Only I would know. All right, I think we got I think our fence up here is pretty good and junky. We'll do ghost wires at the end. Let's put a couple more Wire fence posts. Yeah, we'll come back here. We'll do the ghost glitch. And then if we get a crash, then we'll just, oh well. Yeah, we can get the list. I'm gonna work on this next though. Up here, this little, what do we call this thing? You know, where the guards can shoot prisoners. I don't know. Okay, yeah, our fence looks pretty scrappy. I guess I could go get some power armor and bring it back. Uh, solitary confinement is really cool. The guard station, that's what we're about to work on the guard station. See you, Dave. Have a good one. Oh, I forgot to tell dog meat to sit. Come on. He's stuck. He's stuck. No, dummy. Come on. There. Now where? Oh, he somehow made it over there. Okay. Stay there. All right. We got. I've got about 1,000,000 power armors. I guess we can go get it. No big deal. Yeah, he went all the way around. But okay, so yeah, okay, the guard station. Okay. Now we're working our way up top to our guard station. We just need a platform out there. Let's double check. Make sure it won't snap. All right. Nah. That's okay. No big deal. We'll just do it this way. I guess only one rug will work. All right, let's get our pillar. Yeah, this is the one. Do 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 do. I brought the campfire with me. I forgot to move it. All right, let's do another one. All right, now we probably need some fences or barricades. So let's see what we got here. Hey, Himu, what's up? Himu is a new builder, or at least it looks like it. Uh, I don't know if you have other stuff on other platforms like Reddit or something, but she did a new Vegas inspired, um, Good Springs inspired Red Rocket Nuka Red Rocket build. Can definitely go check that out. Very very cool, especially timely given the the show being in that part of the map or that game. All right. Does the campfire act as ground? You can sink stuff into it and you can put it anywhere you want. So you can take the pillar and, well, I mean, we could sink there anyway, but so let's say we had well, up there, right? So if we wanted to sink our pillar into this floor section we built, we can just place a campfire, a hay bale, or a garden plot, whichever one that you like best. And then you can sink your pillar into it. And if you have group selected something, you can select, all that stuff you brought with you. You can move up and down against this wall and then place it where you want it. Does that make sense? And yes, the edges of the campfire, we can demonstrate that right around the outside. You see, we go in the middle and it doesn't want to work as well, or if you get on the carpet. So if we stay right around the outside, we can sink our pillar or our shiller in this case, since it has a shelf on it. And if you've group selected something, you can move it right along with it. So let's try it. So let's group select our ashtray and pretend that we want to move it. So we take our shiller, which is a post with a shelf on it, and we group select our ashtray. And we add a campfire up here, and we can move it up and down with the L, B, and A button if we hold those down. And we can move it, all around. We can get it in the corner there. We can sink it down. So just as a point of exercise, let's put a candle in that ashtray. Which is something I got from Tango. I don't know where he got it, but I got it from him. So we can group select this candle with the shiller. We take it up here. We can use this. Or you can place it before we come up here, but just as an exercise. I don't even know if it'll go all the way in. So yeah. So we can place it in there, and there we go. We did a group select, and we used the campfire and the shiller to maneuver a couple of things into an awkward location where it otherwise would not have gone. So that's the way that works. Oh yeah, well the ashtray is still great. It still has its place. All right, where are we? We're about a couple hours in. I guess I'll do another PSA. If we got people out there watching, you want to come in and say hi in the chat. That is always very cool and welcome. And if you like the stream, give it a like. It helps out a lot. And if you would like to see more of these streams and hang out with us other times, you can subscribe the channel and hit the notification button. And we're here quite often. And in addition to watching me, there will always be very knowledgeable people in the chat as well. Lots of stuff to be learned if you're, no matter where you are in your build journey. I am very far into mine, and I still learn things every single time, I think. And that's the great thing. One of my favorite things about this whole experience is how much that we can all learn, and we can get ideas. Yeah, we can actually move the campfire, and you can hang it off the edge. Logic gates, I'm happy to do logic gates another time. When we set up our alarms, I can go over logic gates again, but we do have a logic gate set up out here where we have the lights change from green to red when the doors are closed, and it also switches to a different set of lights. And we use the XOR logic gate for this particular setup. I happen to have a tutorial on that. It is not extremely exciting, I will be honest, but it will get you to an XOR setup. No, I mean, Awesome has mentioned, this is the XOR isn't really the greatest one to start with. But the essence of the XOR is that when you have two inputs coming into the red here, and this is the main switch for all the lights. And then this is a constant which always stays on. And the idea is this logic gate will let power out when one of these is off. Does that make sense? So when one is off and one is on, the logic gate will let power go to the system. So that is why I leave this on always and I turn this one off. It switches over to the other circuit. So now we see that switch 1 is not giving power because I turned it off. Switch 2 is, which then tells the logic gate to send power to the other circuit. And so one circuit has the green lights hooked up to it, the main switch, and the logic gate circuit has the red lights hooked up to it. And that is why we get that effect. So I hope that made a little bit of sense. Well, thanks, Awesome. It's a tough one. Oh, A and B, if you have, yeah, maintenance experience, that's very helpful. I honestly used to do my own car stereos and stuff, and so it makes sense to me because of that. So this is our, for those that haven't seen since the beginning, this is our gunners build. We're doing a gunner themed build, and they have a prison here, which is what all of this is. We're going to have some prisoners in here. We've got Preston and Duncan and McCready out here. We have our poster because of Shawshank, Rita Hayworth. And out here, we're going to have a big scavenging operation, which is why we're taking the time at the end of the stream to gather this kind of crap. And I think I'd like to get the other gurney. Oh, there's a power armor. Great. Okay. So we've taken the time to gather a lot of crap. And we're going to set that up out there. And it'll be a scavenging. Oh, no. Scavenging operation. Oh, well. We'll leave it there. Okay, so we've got our gate set up. Oh, yeah, we were going to finish our barricades there because it won't snap. Thanks, Emu. I appreciate it. Now we've got to get our campfire back up here. So the XOR, this is the way I like to phrase it. Anytime you want one thing to turn on, when you turn another thing off, XOR is the one for you. So whatever you can imagine, you can use another thing you can do if you want like Christmas lights and you want red and green to flash back and forth. You could hook up an interval switch instead of this switch. You could put an interval switch here to the positive, and then as the interval switch went on and off, it would flicker between your two sets of lights. And so you get like a Christmas look, and you could, with the interval switch, you can mess with the timing and make them timed however you like. That's another thing you can do with them. A switch at the bottom and one at the top. Kind of. I kind of think so, yeah. So if I just had two bulbs hooked up and I just to the output, or one bulb hooked up to this main switch and the other bulb hooked up to this output right here, then yeah, that's what it would do. It would just go back and forth between the two bulbs. So yeah, yeah. Duchess, it wasn't dumb. I think that it makes sense. We could do that to a T with XOR. Yeah, that could be another way of looking at it. Awesome. Okay, I need to make a fence. Um all right, let's do something different. We can let's do that. All right. Anybody else in chat working on something they want to talk about? One of their builds, or maybe you just posted something? That's not working. We've got Jamaica Plains on the brain. My wife is also building at Jamaica Plains right now, so we're like sitting side by side in the living room. She's on PS5, I'm on the Xbox, and we're both at Jamaica Plain. Oh, Glyph, welcome to the chat. And Tango is our raider. He's our real life raider. He'll be happy to hear that. I think, again, some weird. I think I need to bring that in a little bit, or one or the other, in or out. In or out, what my mom used to say to me and my brother. I did the Raider build, or a Raider settlement thing in my first playthrough, which got corrupted because of mods. Couldn't get any of the saves to load. But anyway, I did a Raider offshoot. It was pretty fun. I don't usually go for the bad guys. I always like to say I'm always go for the railroad first or the Minutemen second. Oh, did Duchess, have you seen Easy's Vault 88 Cannibal Raider build? Because that's just about the craziest thing ever. All right. I think I want to layer these a little bit more, but I'm going to take my 1 minute break. So I will be back shortly. Probably more than one, probably two. All right, now I gotta get something to drink. Oh, did somebody take off? See you, Emu. What's up? Have a good night. I'm just getting a drink, some tea. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna horrify our English audience by saying that I'm drinking cold tea. Hey, Phoenix, what's up? I wanted to ask how your new job was going. I had forgot about that to ask yesterday, but I wanted to know. Awesome, good to hear. It was Under Armour, right? It was the Under Armour. No way. Minutemen, no way, Tango. Because synths are awesome. I'd rather be a synth. Yeah, but like it's so much better. Who wants to be a meat robot? I'd just rather be a robot. Something weird is happening. Okay. Why am I getting that weirdness? Huh. Well, that's not working. I guess it was the poster. And now it's stuck in the wall. Oh, maybe Noodle. I already gave up. Well, actually, we don't want that to be too high because they're trying to shoot. So we'll put this here and put some gun racks on it. I forgot about that. You know what? I don't like that. This might be all right. I don't care. All right, let's think about a lower set of signs. Good night, Samantha. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out, as always. I actually still want that to be lower. Yeah, that's why. All right. So this guard station is pretty close to, I think, being done here. It's pretty good. All right, let's take a look at it, see if we need anything else up here. So this is what we've been doing for a while. Our guard station. Maybe turrets somewhere. Got a... So they've got a functional line of sight on each side. One for our right-handed gunner, and one for our left-handed gunner. Thanks, Noodle. I feel like we want some furniture out here. Well, it's more like a prison camp than a jail. See ya, Sam. Thanks, Duchess. All right, get us some tables up here so we can get some mood lighting. But we need actual lighting in here. Although we don't want them to be backlit. No, we don't want that. I want that. All right. Oh, lanterns, cool. Where's our ashtray hiding? Huh. Oh, I used it for a prop. Man, that sign does not like the lantern, does it? Oh, I do need something here. Probably a half a wall. Oh, it's fine. Actually, the stairs wouldn't snap again. Oh, we can look though. All right. I got that piece back. Is it worth trying? All right, let's give it a shot. Oh, there we go. Nice work. I don't hate snapping. I just I've gotten into trouble with it so much. I don't hate it though. I don't always build geometric stuff. No, no, I don't hate it. It's just an intense dislike. I mean, that's completely different. Snapping. I'm gonna try to be nicer to snapping because that's fair. How about that? All right. Well, she does that kind of stuff. It's more for helping, you know, people who don't have all the glitches in their inventory, and it's really great for that. It's really well laid out. It's easy to understand. This is for probably for some people that are, well, I don't know, anybody can follow it probably. A lot of the people in the chat though are pretty advanced, but not everybody. Yeah, but so it would make sense. What I was gonna say, it would make sense for her builds to be very snappy because that's you know that's the theme. That's the theme. What sentences? Straightforward building. Yeah. It's definitely way more popular than anything I'll ever do. And for, understandable reasons. Not everybody cares about logic gates and making this kind of fence, which takes a lot of time, right? We've been doing this for 2.5 hours just to make these fences. So, that's not everybody's cup of tea. I totally get that. Oh, I'll try to be nicer to snapping. I'll try to be nicer to snapping. Yeah. Oh yeah, but we will do, yeah. We probably, okay, so I think that this is done. Actually, we probably need like, right, Duchess, you're absolutely right. It's the way the game was intended. Not everybody wants to manipulate the game mechanics. I get that. Um, let's do. We need some rifles in there, so let's do that real quick. Oh man. Yeah, for sure. It has its place. Let's get some sniper rifles up in here. I scrapped some of them. We can find one. There. Oh, I love the look of these operators sniper rifles. They look awesome. Let's do this. Yeah, you can shack shelf it now. uh, whoa, that's weird. I feel like I could do something cool with this. It's got some screens on it that are really neat. That's wild looking, but not today. Um, let's get these up. Okay, fine. They're gonna fight me on that, then we're gonna do it this way. Oh, there's some weird collision going on over here. I'm afraid that I have lost the thread of that one. Whatever, whatever y'all are talking about, crusty junk. I'm gonna have to angle the Schiller. I always think of the movie Tango and Cash, which is, I guess, what I'm supposed to think of. Oh yeah, Dancing with a Flamingo. All right, now we need some lights in here. We've got our guns all set up. We need lights and two sets of them because we have two circuits. So green ones and red ones because we want those to switch as well. Dun dun dun. Okay, now we need to get these glitched. Oh, the thing is awesome. Yeah, Kurt Russell's a legend for sure. What about Wildcats? We need our red ones lit up. Let's switch it. Let's switch it to red. All right. It's these inner ones. Okay. I might have to walk out there if it won't let me glitch them. All right. No. That's not what I wanted. Oh. Yeah, I might have to walk out there to get the wire from one of the red ones. All right. Sometimes you just got to take the long way around. Why won't that one wire glitch? Huh. It's too close to the wall. Well, I got an unintended spark. Let's try this. Yeah, not going to be able to hide the settlement from raiders. What was the quote? I missed it. All that you need to know is few stood against many. And if you do not hear me, then the hell with you. Hey, Lancer, what's up? Talk about better late than never, huh? Haven't seen you in a couple days. Everything okay? These disappeared from the grid. Well, thanks for stopping in anyway. I've lost 2 of these lights now. It should not have been this difficult. Now I've just got a bunch of random light bulbs that I can't get back. Whoa. Good. Maybe we can put that there. This looks terrible. See if I can reclaim that one. No. It's definitely stuck. Oh, I almost got that one. Oh well. It's terrible. It's supposed to be. All right, let's switch back to green. And check our guard station. All right. So a couple of these got lost. They became part of the structure. Oh well. That works. Yeah, gotta sleep sometime, huh? I go for Glyph's answer because it just works. Thanks, Noodle. All right. I think that's probably good for that. We're probably about time to get some junk. We can walk around and look at, well, we didn't really do anything out here. Oh yeah, we did. We named the wall. Oops. We have the red. Got some red up in there. Oh, we made our guard checks. Probably need something to support that. Thanks, Awesome. Probably need something to support that. We'll do the small tire. We'll definitely do that. I just like making you sweat the awkwardness of the routine. And I was kind of having fun. It was killing you though. Get a tire! I could hear you screaming and probably yelling at your roommates or whatever. Like, dude, what's up? He won't use a tire. Bin lid. Just use the bin. I could just hear it in my head. All the way across the ocean. Oh. So, rocket launcher it is? Okay. Yeah, I think we're done in here today. We've got next time we'll do the checkpoint here. I might use the conveyor doors to make a gate. Maybe layer them. Make like I think Easy did something. He made them into stairs. No, that's what that was. But maybe I'll layer them up. I know someone's done that. And then make a gate with the switch. All right, he's gonna blow snot all over everything, right? Okay, we've got our build is coming along. I feel like maybe we could use some more searchlights even. But right now we got our crazy, crazy janky guard post, which did not exist. Let's get a hard save. Road barrier is a good idea too. I'm personally doing okay. Tango does not seem to be doing okay, just from my perspective. Okay, we got our guard post here. Pretty well situated, I think. And we finished our. Oh, yeah, let's put another support there. Oh, that's right, Duchess. You also were coming down with something. Let's make it daytime and clear of weather, and we'll do a couple of ghost wire glitches. Oh no, back surgery. Just from what, wear and tear, maybe? let's do the ghost glitches. Ghost wire glitches, not ghost clipping. All right. This will be tricky with the placement of these. See if I can that'll work. One down. Oh my gosh, Glyph, that's terrible. Lancer, I'm also glad to hear that you're cold left. You were a competitive ice skater, Duchess. Wow. That's pretty amazing. That's very cool. $1,100 for 15 minutes. That hurts. I am sorry to hear that. All right. 2 more of these. One more. And then we can go get that hospital gurney with a rocket launcher. Oh no, Lancer, you got sucked in. Well, I guess we can try to be less entertaining. Honestly, it's fine if it comes out a little bit. All right, we got our ghost wires in place. Now we can go get that hospital gurney. I can show everybody the best way to do it with a rocket launcher. And of course, here are our ghost wires. We got them up. We got two more here. And those are not ghost wires, they're just wires. All right, this guard station I think is pretty well situated. All right, I think we're good there. I'm in Maine. I do not have the windows open, although it was oddly in the 40s today, which is extremely, extremely odd for Maine in January, where you've just really odd. Yeah, I'm an 80s kid. I was a kid in the 80s, not born in the 80s. Okay. Let's do a hard save and then go get that gurney. Noodle, I am the same. I've seen exactly 0. Okay. Where's that hospital? This lady was really attached to her bread box. Ghostbusters is my favorite movie. Where do these stairs go? They go up? Ray, if somebody asks you if you are a god, you say yes. Gremlins is great, yeah. Oh, what the? Whoa, I just got stampeded. The tire doesn't work all that great. Right? Use the tire. Ah! Okay, I got it now. This is working. Well, famous last words. It's the same size. I thought maybe the smaller one would be better. Oh yeah, this is great. This works great. Oh yeah, fantastic. There were no smaller ones. We'll get it there. But I'm about to get my rocket launcher out. I'm concentrating. Yeah, when they gonna fix the roads? I'm committed to this course of action now. It's happening. And it's happening with this giant tire. I got 2 for 1 too. I got a tire in the bargain. Can I throw it? I tried to throw it over the wall. Eh, it's fine there. All right, that was a good one. Speed run of tire gurney. I'm not doing it. Tango can have that record. All right, my last PSA for the people out there before we get to the end. Feel free to stop in and say hey in the chat. And if you like the stream, hit the like button, it helps. And if you want to see more of the live stream, you can subscribe the channel and hit the notification button. All that stuff is very helpful. The gunny mattress. The gurney mattress, you can move that? All right, we'll do it. Can you move the gurney mattress? Yeah, you can, right? Does it respawn? Oops. Awesome, Glyph. Glad to hear it. If we can find a small tire, I'll get it, but yeah. Right, Snickers. We'll have the race. Anybody ever remember Choose Your Own Adventures? My favorite was one called The Race Forever. Yeah, the Choose Your Own Adventure. I love those. And there was one called the Race Forever, and I that was just my favorite one. You mean this? We can move this? Oh yeah, awesome. All right. Oh, can you pick this up? No. All right. Oh, this will take only a couple of days. Hey, if you could get that on top of something. You could carry it for a little bit. Oh, awesome, AMB. I'm glad. What settlement are you doing? Something oddly entertaining. Well, yeah, let's. Never thought you would say this, did you? It's like, yeah, this is great. Great entertainment. I wish I could look up. Floppy fish. It's stuck. Better than Netflix. It is stuck on the edge of that piece of wood. But I wanted to use the tire. Come on. Let's back it out of there and go around. Go around the piece of wood. It would be cool if we could pick it up, though, wouldn't it? Oh, I love Oberlin. That's a fun one because the tracks are so cool. Lancer, yeah, wow, yeah, that's quite a journey. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I still feel like we're so far away. Sing the Dire Straits song, "So Far Away from You." All right. Hey, Da2323. Welcome to the chat. We're collecting rare junk right now. We were building the settlement all night, but part of the build for our prison, half of it is the prison, the other half is a scavenging operation. So we're going out into the Commonwealth and we're finding some junk. Hey, did it just despawn? I think it did. It just disappeared. Oh no. Slid under the road. This is on Xbox. Well, yeah, we're on the Xbox Series X. Well, isn't that terrible? What if I do a maybe explosive rifle? All right. Comb the desert. Well, crap. Right? Maybe they don't deserve a padded gurney. I could go back 3 minutes before. Yeah, we ain't. Someone got the Spaceballs reference right away. I'm half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend. All right, we're back here. Back here for more punishment. Crap. I did it again. I am a learning computer. See ya, Glyph. Take it easy. All right, let's get a barricade then. Thanks for coming to the chat. It was awesome. Sisyphus. I know it is midnight. All right, we got a death claw. I know it is midnight. I really probably need to end soon. We may have to try to pick up, take this back if I can't get it back quicker. Oh man, lots of rocky barrier, rocky ground. Yeah, we'll try. I wonder if it'd be easier to push it across the grass. Concentrating hard here. I don't know if the trees were worse than the crap in the road. The end is in sight. Aha! Don't go in the water. All right. Finally. I lost it. We're here. We're home. We did it. We got it here. Excuse me. That was an epic journey. And at this point, I do believe that it is time for us to end the stream for a night. Thanks for that, hanging out for that marathon session. We definitely pushed that one to the limit. But I felt like it'd be a crime to give up on that gurney mattress at that point. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Thanks for sticking in there. Sorry for ruining everybody's sleep schedule. Yeah. All right. Everybody have a great night. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, everybody. Bye now. You're very welcome.